Hello, you guys. This is Miss Richardson. One of your assignments this week is that you're going to take a virtual field trip to check out Georgia's 5 regions. So, of course, that's what you're learning this week. And so I just wanted to kind of walk you around the virtual field trip website just so maybe you can navigate it a little easier. So I'm going to share my screen. My lights just went out. All right, so when you open, this isn't the home page. Let me find the home page. Sorry about that. All right, so when you open your virtual field trip, this is what you'll see. So you have a nice picture of Georgia's 5 regions. Of course, you guys have been reading about these 5 regions and learning a little bit about them. Of course, you guys live in the Piedmont, so Flowery Branch and Atlanta are both in the Piedmont region. The Piedmont region is the biggest, or excuse me, the most populous region in the state of Georgia. Blue Ridge, that's a very pretty region. A lot of people go there on vacations or, you know, like on a Saturday day trip. You can go up to Helen or Dahlonega. Very, very pretty part of our state for sure. The Appalachian Plateau is in the northwest corner. This is called the Tag Corner because it is where Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama meet. So that's why it's called the Tag Corner. The Appalachian Plateau is our smallest region. It's where Lookout Mountain is. If you've ever been to Cloudland Canyon or Lookout Mountain, then you were in the Appalachian Plateau region. Valley and Ridge is full of, guess what? Valleys and ridges. So they don't have a lot of farmland there. The land isn't suited for farmland. But you can find some apples up in the Valley and Ridge region. And then coastal plain. So when you get past toward the bottom of the Piedmont, you notice that the land, literally the elevation starts dropping. And so, of course, that's what we call the fall line. That's a natural border between the Piedmont and coastal plains. And since there is such a change in elevation, if you drove along the fall line, you would see a lot of waterfalls across the state of Georgia because the land literally is dropping in elevation. And then when you get to the coastal plain, the land is very flat. So if you live up here in the Piedmont, it's not unusual to find a lot of homes with basements. But if you get down to the coastal plain, not a lot of homes have basements because the land is so flat. Of course, out here on the Atlantic Ocean, we have these barrier islands. So we have Tybee Island, St. Simon's Island. We have 13 barrier islands, Cumberland Island, very beautiful part of Georgia. We can visit Savannah down here on the coast. Hopefully you guys have had an opportunity to visit Savannah. Brunswick is down here on the coast. So a lot, you know, Savannah has the biggest port in the state of Georgia. So huge ships come right through the Savannah River. It's really amazing to be down there on River Street and you see one of those huge cargo ships pass by. It'll make you stop what you're doing and stare because they sure do allow some very, very large ships to come right through the Savannah River down there in Savannah. So anyway, we have a very interesting state, a lot of different places you can go, a lot of places to visit, some very beautiful parts of our state. So I hope you guys have an opportunity to visit all of Georgia eventually, one of these days. Anyway, I was trying to tell you about navigating the website. So there are all kinds of things you can click on here. You can click on each part of each region. You can click on other things, user guide down here. You can click on tap region, so on and so forth. So it's easy to get lost when you're doing a virtual field trip. So my advice is for you to always come back to these 3 dots on this section of the page. So if you click that, these will open up every section just as if you were clicking on the pictures and the arrows. So, you know, like I said, we could click on this yellow section called Appalachian Plateau, or we can just click on it here and you can read it. This arrow means you can go up or down right here and read about the Appalachian Plateau. It shows you on the map where this region is located. You can click to the right, you can click down, you can click to the right or to the left here. So a lot of places you can go. You can do that, absolutely click on those. Or you can always come back to these 3 buttons and just go to the next section, and it takes you to a video about the Appalachian Plateau, very beautiful part of our state. And the videos show a lot of that, so make sure you watch those. So it's pretty interesting. You can also go to look at some photos. So not just look at photos, but it tells you what each of these photos are. Now, when I click on each picture, it does open a new tab. So if you notice that this did open a new tab. And then to find out about this picture, you can hit examine and it will give you a description of what's going on there. So make sure you check those out. There's a lot of information from the photos, okay? Make sure you hit examine so you can see what's going on in each of the photos. All right, so I'm gonna close this tab and go back into my virtual field trip website. So like I said, once I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure where I go, so you can always come back over here. Read the question, did you know? Figure out, try to see if you can figure out what the answer is. This will open a new tab for you. And since I'm on Zoom, it's making my computer very slow. So I'm gonna let you guys figure out that did you know section. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that. And then I wanna find out about the Valley and Ridge section. So I'm just gonna click here and I'm gonna go through the same exact process. Okay, of course I do have questions I could ask you guys over these this bit of information just to kind of force you to go through the website, but really I'm just asking that you do it on your own. I just want you to go through the website. I want you to click on everything that you can click on, watch the videos. It is important that you find out about your state, so I'm not just gonna give you questions over this, like I said, just to kind of force you to go through the website. But I do want you to take the time. If you were here in school, this is what we would spend a day doing. So, just go ahead and do that, and, you might just learn a few things, okay? All right, so hopefully that helped so you can navigate through the website a little better. And of course, if you have any questions or anything you observe or something that you didn't know and you just want to talk about it, I would love, love, love to hear from you. So send me a message. And of course, when we Zoom this week, so I'm planning on trying to Zoom on Thursday, so we can talk about some of the things you guys found out on the website. Okay? All right, guys, I will see you guys soon.